Well, hi. It's Marcus, and welcome to another Zooming with In the Plant Jungle. I am zooming all the way over to France right now. It's very early in the morning. How he even woke up for this for me, I don't know. But you know what he did? We're going to chat to him right now. His name is Sam Dugmore. He's got a show at the Adelaide Fringe 2024. It's called Manbo, and we are going to find out all about it. Sam, welcome. How are you?
I am not too bad. I am awake,
Uh,
so that's
just
good.
Have you got jet
Just,
lag?
just. Well, a tiny, like a little small amount of jet lag, because there's an hour difference between the UK and France. So
Uh,
yeah,
you are a busy man. How on earth? Like,
yes,
first of all, tell us why. I mean, because you're an Adelaide boy, I know that now.
yeah,
Why is an Adelaide boy over in France doing a tour of some shows? What's drawn you
yeah.
over there?
Well, years ago, I studied at a French theatre school called École Jacques Lecoq, which is a physical theatre school, like clowning and mime and all that kind of stuff. And then I met my partner there, who's from Bristol. She lives in the UK, so we moved to Bristol, and then we started a company, and we've been touring. Anyway, long story short, we went to Avignon Theatre Festival last year, which is the biggest theatre festival in Europe, and then we've scored a lot of gigs out of that throughout France. They seem to enjoy our work with the Late Bloomers, which is my other theatre company. So yeah, it's
Okay.
we're starting to tour France, man. We're big in France. Yeah.
Woo! And you know what? I know just in a couple of weeks, because Adelaide Fringe is only what less than 2 weeks away now. It actually
Oh my God.
2 weeks ago
Oh,
yesterday it would have started. So because it's Saturday now, and Adelaide at the moment
yeah.
is amazing. So if we can continue this for the next 2 weeks into the next 4 weeks, you're in a
Yeah.
great time. But
Awesome.
tell me, isn't it great? Don't you find that? I mean, obviously, you're over in France now doing your work. Isn't it great? Don't you find that since that C word period that we all went through, that the world has become a little bit smaller, and that we can,
Mm.
the accessibility all around the world to do our work is so much easier. Do you find that?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. Yeah. It's easy to connect. And yeah, it's been a nice little resurgence, I think, with people wanting to come out and see live theatre. Like last year was incredible at the Adelaide Fringe and Perth, and we had such an amazing run. And I did Edinburgh last year as well, and it was lots of people there, so it was great. Yeah.
So, Sam, I mean, seriously, like France, the Edinburgh Festival, you've done other fringes, I know that.
Mm.
What keeps you coming back to the Adelaide Fringe?
Because it's the best, Marcus.
They're gonna love that.
It's
You
the
know what?
best
They're
of
gonna
the
take
best.
they're gonna a bit of Tina Turner there as well. I love it. They're gonna take that promo. Sam says it's the best. Um, now, and you know what? Let's go with that.
Yeah,
The fringe show that you've got on this year when you come back, and you better make it back in time because like I said, it's not very far away.
yeah,
It's
hope so.
literally knocking at our door. In fact, was that a knock
Yeah.
there? I heard. I'm not sure, but it's not far away. Um,
Surprise.
Manbo. Manbo is your
Yeah,
issue. You're playing at the Yukio from the 11th
yeah,
right through to the 17th of March, which is 6 dates. Um,
yeah.
and I'll show the program in a minute where we can find you. But can you please tell us about Manbo? And by the way, did you notice I kind of dressed for the occasion? I wore my,
Oh,
you know,
all right, man.
I did my theme. I did my theme. Tell us about
You're
Manbo.
looking good.
Thank you.
Manbo, Manbo's the greatest action hero in history, and he's grappling with his inner male emotions to try and get away from it and be a better man. But he keeps getting drawn back into life as an action hero. So it's based upon Rambo, obviously, and Sylvester Stallone, and all those amazing 80s action films that a lot of us grew up on. And yeah, it tackles toxic masculinity through the lens of of an action hero, and it involves the audience. Everyone plays the Russian army. Get audience up on stage to play the characters. Don't be scared, because I'm a professional. It's okay. And yeah, it's high energy, ridiculous, singing, dancing, explosions. There's a dog called Fluffy.
A real
Yeah,
dog?
it's got everything.
A real dog?
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe.
that could draw the crowd.
It's real for you. It's real for you.
Yay.
You believe it.
I get you.
Yeah.
Sam, were you an 80s child, or did you hear about the 80s?
I mean, I was born in '86,
Okay.
so I suppose I'm not an '80s child. No,
You've
but
heard about it a lot.
I've
What
heard about the '80s. Yeah.
Rambo? I mean, clearly you've seen Rambo. There's no way you could even
Oh
put on
yeah.
a show called Manbo unless you've seen the show Rambo. But what
Yeah.
were some of your other 80s classic movies from that period that you were totally like, yeah, that's my jam?
I mean, I was into Schwarzenegger a lot, and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yep.
Predator, that was an absolute classic. Yeah, what else is there? RoboCop. Do you remember RoboCop?
I certainly do. Yeah,
was,
I was
that
there.
was ridiculous. Yeah, Terminator, amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
The 80s.
yeah, I mean, all those
great.
films we're so familiar. We're so familiar with them, aren't we? And
Yeah.
but they're quite problematic as well when you look back on them.
You wouldn't get
In
away
many
with
ways.
it now.
No.
Cancel.
Yeah.
Enough of canceling. Let's cancel. But I mean, clearly, you were an action boy. I hear that with all the titles that you've been throwing at me. I was more of the adventure kind of boy, so I was more the Goonies.
Oh, cool.
Ending Story, Labyrinth, those kind of movies.
Nice.
did-
The classics, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I did love Predator. I think it was a hair thing.
Yeah.
I love the aliens.
Yeah.
I was inspired.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. So I've drawn inspiration from those films, and you don't have to have seen Rambo to enjoy the show. Everyone, it's basically all the tropes, and everyone's going to get what's going on. Yeah.
In 2023 Adelaide Fringe, what venue did you play in there?
Well, I did a very short run of Manbo at the Yurt at the Migration Museum, which is the brand new venue over there, run by Nick and Britt. And I'm actually premiering a brand new solo show this year there as well, called Rocky Stallone, the Champ.
Oh yeah.
So we all know what that one's about. And yeah, but I performed in the UKO last year as well with my theatre company, the Late Bloomers, with our show Scotland, which is the one we're doing today in France. Yeah.
Speaking of Rocky, you probably haven't seen it yet because I know that you've just woken up for me. Hey, but over the course of the evening or the last 24 hours, we actually lost one of the actors from Rocky, from the original Rocky.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know he passed away yesterday. I can't remember the character's name, and now I can't even remember the actor's name. But yeah, major icon, incredible actor that appeared in the first. I think he was in the first two Rockies. Sad. Not Sylvester. Sylvester is still with us, but
he's still ticking. Okay.
Yeah, but
I'll look that up.
Check that out.
Maybe I'll weave it into the show.
Yeah, well, there you go. Some interesting on-point topic for you. Sam, so in any downtime, obviously the 11th, let me tell everybody. So there's the Gluttony program, 170 shows plus in this program alone in Gluttony. Then there's the garden. Then there's everything else that's going on in Adelaide, South Australia. There's plenty and plenty of shows to go and see. Most importantly, right now, though, we have got on page, where are we? On page 21, in the comedy section, which is the kind of orange section, amber section, we've got Manbo sitting right there.
Woohoo.
Okay.
That's me, folks.
Here. Manbo is on for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 performances. And it, like we said, it's in the Ukiyo, and the time is, what's the time? I can't even, 7:20.
7:20.
7:20.
7:20 p.m.
So get
A
along.
good time.
The Ukiyo is such an amazing little venue. I experienced a lot of shows
I love it.
last year. And there's I've actually interviewed a lot of people that are in the Ukiyo this year as well. I love that little space.
Nice.
Just a gorgeous area, and it's very intimate. And you know what? You guys are going to love Sam doing his show, Manbo. Sam, in any downtime that you've got, and I know that you don't have a lot because you've got a lot going on, but when you are back in Adelaide, after France, and after all the other things that you do, where do you like to hang out during that fringe period? What kind of cafe, restaurant, bar, or even beach?
Well, there's that really lovely cafe just across the road from Gluttony, the Rose Cafe. Do you know that one?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
I think it's called Rose. Yeah, they're lovely there, and they have great food. I like to just sit there because you always run into other performers and chat with them, and that's what Fringe is all about. Just catching up with your performing friends that you haven't seen for quite a while. And yeah, but to be fair with you, I have to be honest with you, sorry, I've got a 2-year-old daughter, so there is no downtime.
I hear you. All right. When you're not performing, you're being dad. Yep.
I'm being dad. I'm being a superhero to my daughter, and yeah.
Is she over there in France with you at the moment?
No, I've had to leave her this weekend with mum, but she comes on tour with us. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And so when do you come back to Adelaide, ready for Adelaide Fringe? How long are you over in France for?
France is just the weekend, and then I'm going back to Bristol up until the end of February to continue making my other solo show.
Yep.
Rocky, and then we'll fly across, and we'll probably be back for maybe 4 to 5 weeks.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, you know what, like you said, the Adelaide Fringe is always that year. 2024 is, the year that everyone catches up with each other that haven't seen each other since 2023. It's such a time where everyone just comes together again. It's like, oh my God, you and you and you, I haven't seen you for like 12 months. This is great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, fun times. So what are you most looking forward to with this year's Adelaide Fringe? When you don't need to see your show or be at your show, do your show, is there another show that you might want to give a hot tip for that you know that's coming along?
Ooh, there's so many. There's Britt Plummer, who is from the doing at the Migration Museum with her show Fool's Paradise, which my partner actually directed. It's a good one to see.
Yep.
Yeah. My partner directs all my shows as well. She's she's amazing.
So she's coming to Adelaide as well?
Yeah, she's coming to Adelaide. She's not performing though, but yeah, she'll be there. There's Gary Starr. He's a clown that's performing over at the Migration Museum as well. He's an amazing performer. And Josh Glance, he's very funny. Gosh, who else is there? Ooh, people are going to be like, mention me, Sam. I can't. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's too early, man. I'm in France.
People need to go out and get the program and have a good look through. And if they don't get that one, they need to get. Oh, where am I? They need to go and get that program because that will have everything.
Yes.
That one, no matter where it is in Australia, it's in there. If you're talking about gluttony, it will be in here. Bang. Like I said, page 21, you will find Manbo right there. Bang.
Yep.
Which is the most important thing right now. So see what I'm doing for you.
Thank you so much, Markus.
In all seriousness, though, you have obviously experienced audiences all around Australia, all around the world. What do you find about the people that attends the Adelaide Fringe audiences to be like? How are they different to maybe the rest of the audiences around the world?
Well, I mean, they're very familiar with what Fringe is, you know, that you're coming to see a show that's different to your standard style of theatre. And so I think they're really up for it. Very open audience, very warm. Over in Perth, they're quite wild, you know, like peeking up here a bit. Adelaide, I find them quite calm and warm and open and inviting. And they're just so, yeah, it's like a big warm hug from the Adelaide audience, I think. Most of the time, anyway.
Yeah. Generally speaking.
And yeah, generally speaking, yeah. But I love it, and I'm biased though, because you know, from Adelaide. So,
Where did you grow up in Adelaide? What area?
well, first I lived in Henley Beach, and then grew up in Kensington Gardens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. It's so funny
Yourself?
when I interview a lot of interstate or overseas artists, just the last few weeks for the Adelaide Fringe, all of them say their favorite beach in Adelaide is Henley Beach.
Yeah,
So go
it
to
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Henley. Yeah.
South Australian beaches are pretty stunning in general, aren't they?
Oh,
All the way along the coast.
incredible. It's just such a good spot.
Adelaide's great. Hey, Sam,
Yeah.
signing off, tell me, or not so much me, because I'm going to come and see the show anyway, but tell
Nice.
everyone why they should get off their seats, turn off their Netflix, grab their
Yep.
phones, go to the Fringe app, or go to the Gluttony app, and buy their tickets to see your show. Why?
Because it's like no other show that they'll see at the Fringe. If you want a really unique experience, a fully immersive, ridiculous, hilarious night out, get your tickets to Manbo. I'll guarantee you a fantastic night out.
Sam, you are a lovely legend. I don't even know how we're both Adelaide boys and we have never met. But this year we are.
I can't wait, Marcus.
I'm so looking forward to meeting you. I cannot wait to see your show. And I wish you all the best for an amazing 2024 Adelaide Fringe. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.